let's welcome our champions here. All right, congratulations, you guys. Congratulations, Eli. Congratulations, Adam, our 2019 champion in our 450 class and 250 class. Guys, both of you, similar seasons. Adam, for you, right away, you came out firing both barrels, had a lot of success early in the season, and you were able to put away some of those mistakes that we've seen in the past. Almost like you came out with a clean slate and really didn't let any of the events of the past affect this outdoor season. Now, how were you able to do that?
I think just getting better. I mean, in the off season, I think I've worked on a lot of things that I've been bad at in the past, and it's mainly just technique. And I'm still working on it. I'm still not where I want to be. I'm still a little sloppy at times. Obviously, we had a lot of fun with me going off the track and stuff. Everybody likes to make that point, which is kind of true. So still need to tighten some things up, but just working on my weaknesses. And ultimately, it's just not believing that the same thing's going to happen again. I mean, just mentally was super confident in myself. And, after Vegas kind of feeling that low of losing the championship, I kind of came out in the first couple of rounds with just like a super go-for-it mentality, even more so than normal, and just kept the train going.
I was going to say, always a bit aggressive, willing to, take a chance, make a move, use it maybe an alternate line or something, but the aggression level was definitely up. And was there motivation maybe from Supercross or from some of the past seasons of mistakes?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I've always been aggressive, but after throwing away the Supercross title, I feel like I really just handed that one away, and it was a tough position for me because obviously the narrative is always going to be that I choked it away because I was in a big position and what happened at the end. But it was just to me, it was a freak deal. Like, I don't even know what happened. I hit this little edge and, so it pissed me off really. And I just wanted to win this title. Honestly, if I would have won Supercross, I don't know if I would be here right now. So I think it kind of catapulted me to do something that I didn't think I could do, which was win this title.
It's interesting because I'll be honest with you, Dylan just sat here and he says winning that title may have made him soft. If you want to know the truth about may not have been quite as aggressive. So interesting you make that as a point that if you'd won that, you might not have turned the aggression switch up. So interesting to hear for sure.
Yeah, he did good in the Supercross season. Obviously, he's been good all year, a couple 1-1s, and he's really fast. But yeah, after that Supercross title, I felt like I was the better guy. Obviously, he won the championship, so he is the better guy. He gets it done in the end. But at the same time, it made me mad, so I wanted to beat him in this one.
Well, you're the guy outdoors for sure. Eli, you were able to clinch last week in an incredible performance, extremely hot. And it just seems like, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but the tougher it gets, the better you ride, the tougher the track, the harder the conditions. And I got to tell you, last week, when you put yourself into position, really looked like you weren't working. It looked like you were having some of the most fun on the motorcycle we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, my mentality has just kind of changed that way from these previous two titles. And, like, this year I just was more aggressive with it towards the end of the series instead of trying to just milk it in. So that was my mentality at Buds, was just go out there and just, the easiest way to win is go out there and win. So that's what we did, and it was a pretty awesome feeling, really, and a really cool weekend. And what a way to finish off here, too.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome to watch. And, yeah, you talk about finishing up here today. You're an elite company right now, three-peat. You've etched your name in history. Along the lines, you've had bad luck, too, in your career. We've had some injuries and that type of thing. So, how truly satisfying is it to really see yourself in this elite company?
It's, it all settles in like the coming week. But, having the three is really unbelievable, and it's just a lifetime's worth of work. I mean, we sound like broken records too. We say it, but it really is. We start riding at a very young age, and then all that work leads to this point. So when you have the success, it's just like that's the satisfying part of it. So super cool.
With the title already clinched coming in today, all the keyboard jockeys are out there. The guys are just going to ride around, or AC only needs so many points. He only has to finish 23rd. AC, honestly, and Eli, both your opinions going in, come out and win. That was the job, or was there any championship management whatsoever? I know you wanted to prove a point. Well, that's the bottom line.
It's almost harder to ride when you're not in your zone, right? So I was just racing, like I mean, you're not going to go out and do something really crazy and out of control, but it's easier just to be in your zone.
Yeah, we discuss that all the time. It's harder for you guys to go slow than it is to get at race pace. Adam, objective was to get out, get a whole shot, and check out.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of changed a little bit when I saw Justin. I knew Justin from practice was going to be up there, and obviously he's teammates with Dylan, so you don't want to get. I didn't really want to get in between them when they were battling. I was rooting on Justin big time behind him, watching the battle. I'm like, he passed Dylan, and he seemed to be pulling a gap, and I was like, looks good for me back here. Like, I'm solid. And it didn't turn out that way. And then I saw Dylan, obviously pass him, and the objective changed. But, yeah, I mean, like Eli said, I think it's just you have to go out there and ride do what's got you to the point that you're at. You can't go out there and lower your expectations. I could have gone out there and gone 9-9 and won the title, but it's not the way I wanted to do it. I wanted to be aggressive, and that's when I'm at my best.
That's what I wanted to hear. Who's next? Who has questions?
Yeah, Eli, to stay healthy like you've done, and this week I read stats, actually, you've missed the least amount of races compared to most of your peers over the last 4 years, which is part of the reason you won this title. Is that just it worked out that way, or are there certain steps you've tried to take to try to prevent the big crash and injury to keep this run going?
It's hard to say. I mean, I feel like the Colorado crash in 2015 was just a crash that really could happen at any time. I didn't feel like I was, going out of control or really on the edge, but I mean, maybe I have been a little bit lucky that way, being injury free, but at the same time, I have, ding myself up, like I jacked my back up in December of last year before Supercross, so gotten lucky that way a little bit, but as you get older, your mindset changes, and you really you become more of a solid guy.
And for Adam, I know you said all weekend your goal was to treat it just like any other race. Looking back at it now, did it really feel that way? Or were there certain things that you were trying to keep pushing off to the side? Did it actually feel like a normal day at the races, or was it a little bit different with pressure and all that?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously going to be a little bit different. Waking up in the morning knowing there's a championship on the line, it's different. But honestly, I felt pretty focused from practice forward in the first moto. Yeah, it's in the back of your mind, but I felt fine. I didn't feel hindered by the weight of the championship or anything. I felt like I could do what I needed to do, and for me, it's a long week for sure. Even 30 points, it's like a lot of stuff can happen. And then I put a lot of pressure on myself to get it done in the first moto, because I just didn't, especially after Supercross, I just didn't want to even chance to have anything happen in the last moto, not be holding my breath or anything like that. But yeah, it was different for sure. But I wouldn't say, I know I blew it in Supercross, but I normally feel pretty good in these positions, honestly. So yeah, it was good.
Eli, there's some weekends when we get a two-rider battle and we feel like we're lucky. Today we had two motos that had three guys going for it. Talk about that a little bit. Yeah,
Moto 1, I mean, for me, I was like in the the middle of the sandwich, which was kind of a bummer, but we just went at it the whole time, and then there was one line up top on the hill here where Marvin just was better, and I even thought about it the lap before. I'm like, all right, I felt them run up the inside. I'm going to move over this next lap here and try to guard the line. But, sure enough, he came around and got me towards the end there. But overall, that was a cool race.
Are you guys happy how long these things will rev and keep going?
That's my guy, dude. Yeah, I don't know. He's got to stop. I don't know how that thing hasn't blown up yet. For real.
It's too safe.
Adam, talk about the day. I mean, that had to be a ton of pressure, even with a big points lead.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's honestly it's a lot of pressure, because I was supposed to win championships early in my career, and it's just been building. Every year I don't win. Every year I don't win, you're just stacking it up and stacking it up. It's like, when is this kid gonna get it done? And I feel that too myself. So God, man. Yeah, I feel that. And so, you're thinking about it all week. You're thinking about how could I possibly, wrap this thing up. So, yeah, I put a lot of pressure on myself. And obviously after losing a championship early in the year, like I've said a couple times so far, I put a lot of emphasis on this one. But at the same time, I was pretty confident myself.
Any other questions from anybody? All right.
Mitch from Racer X. So this question can be for both of you guys. So there's a lot of duos and stuff and teammates out there. What do you guys have? What are you guys going to have next year on the same team together that other people won't have? What do you guys think you can bring to the table, like next year as teammates? What do you guys think you have to bring to the table against the other guys in the 450 class?
Well, I just hope we're like, we're both podium. I mean, we're gonna both be podium guys. So, yeah, it's just I'm excited to have Adam, join the team, and all I can say is looking forward to it.
Yeah, obviously, going in, very grateful for the opportunity, for one, and to be teammates with Eli. Obviously, a proven champion. Obviously proven he can get it done indoors and out, and just try to learn as much stuff as I can from him. And honestly, just glad everybody believes in me. Glad I'm headed to a good spot where I feel like I can learn a lot and have some good results.
Any other questions back here? All right, AC, one more. Making the big step and going to the 450 next year. You're leaving as defending or reigning champion. Not going to get to defend that number one plate, but I tell you, you're surrounded by great people. You got a great team, and I know you just have to be super excited with a little apprehension of moving on to the big 450 machine.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a big step. It's been said 1,000 times. It's a different world up there, and I don't know the world yet, so I need to get in there and just do the best I can, and that's all I know how to do. I think it's going to be a big learning curve, but I believe in myself, and certainly in a good spot to get it done with the team and the bike and everybody I have around me. So just do the best I can and take it day by day.
Awesome. Eli, I know you're locked in, so looking to go for 4 outdoors next year and go ahead and stack in a Supercross title as well?
I mean, that'd be the dream, but yeah, right now, we've got 2 more years locked in with Kawasaki, so that's what's up next.
Awesome. Congratulations to both you guys on stellar season for 2019, and appreciate you taking your time out for us. Thank you guys very much.